Team Italy! Přivítejme také vlajku Libanonu, Team Libanon! Potlesk si zaslouží také Portugalsko, Team Portugal! Náš dnešní vyzvatel Švýcarsko, Team Switzerland! Obhájci zlatého kovu, přivítejme Slovensko, Team Slovenkia! A poslední zúčastněnou zemí tohoto šampionátu je tým Spojených států amerických, the teams of the United States of America. Nastupují v mužské i ženské kategorii. Vážená Tip Sport Areno, zde máme 18 národů, které budou bojovat o titul mistrů světa. Here they are, the 18 nations will be fight for the cup for World Champions 2017. Také svoji oficiální hymnu, proto prosím, Tip Sport Areno, přivítej domácí kapelu Vypsaná Fixa, která si pro tento šampionát připravila velkoubeckou hymnu s názvem Nepotřebujeme roubu. Dear fans, this is the official anthem of Ball Hockey World Championship by the Czech punk band Vypsaná Fixa. světového šampionátu hokeje v Pardubicích 2017. Fixodíky! A my se pojďme připravit a naladit. Přivítej tým domácího celku České republiky! Prosím, přivítejte tým Švýcarska. Welcome to team of Switzerland! A Mariana Valachoviče. Please welcome the referees for this game, Marek Karlovič and Marian Valachovič. Vážená Tipsport Areno, nyní předávám slovo významným hostům nejen dnešního zápasu, ale celého mistrovství. Jsou jimi pan Martin Netolický, hejtman Pardubického kraje, governor of the Pardubice region, také Martin Charvát, primátor města Pardubice, major of the city Pardubice, také Martin Komárek, předseda Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu, the chairman of the Czech Ball Hockey Federation, a také George Goncos, prezident Mezinárodní hokejbalové federace, president of the International Street and Ball Hockey Federation. Vážení pánové, máte slovo nejprve hejtman Pardubického kraje, pan Martin Netolický.
Hezké odpoledne, dámy a pánové, především vy, sportovní fanoušci hokejbalu a vůbec hráči, kteří jste přijeli k nám do Pardubic, do Pardubického kraje. Pro nás je to obrovská příležitost takovéto mistrovství uspořádat, zvlášť v době, která není úplně jednoduchá pro český sport. Já jsem přesvědčený, že na mistrovství se to vůbec neodrazí, naopak toto mistrovství se vyrovná s organizací například tomu, které jsme viděli před 2 lety ve švýcarském SUI, a především doufám, že se vše vydaří i organizátorům a doufám, že Pardubice budou právě tím městem, kde česká reprezentace obhájí první místo vždy, když se konalo mistrovství, tak totiž česká reprezentace vyhrála v Litoměřicích i v Plzni a doufám, že v Pardubicích se to bude opakovat. Dámy a pánové, užijte si mistrovství a vám všem držím pěstí.
Děkujeme panu Netolskému a nyní předávám mikrofon panu Martinu Charvátovi.
Dobrý den, dámy a pánové, já vás vítám u nás v Pardubicích. městě sportu, hokeje i hokejbalu. Protože loňská sezóna u nás v Pardubicích byla skvělá, úžasná, máme spoustu titulů, takže já doufám, že i ten nejlepší titul zůstane v Pardubicích a já doufám, že naše reprezentace přiveze zlato zase domů. Takže pánové, všech prostě sportu zdar a není důležité jenom se zúčastnit, musíme vyhrát.
Děkujeme panu primátoru města Pardubice a mikrofon předáváme panu Marcinu Komárkovi.
Všem návštěvníkům, trenérům, hráčům, jak domácímu týmu, tak z týmu, které dorazily z celého světa. Je mi velkou ctí, že mohu jménem Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu přivítat mistrovství světa po 8 letech znovu na naší půdě a věřím, že jak pro vás diváky, tak pro náš národní tým bude toto mistrovství velkým zážitkem a že si ho užijete a diváci budou 6. hráčem našeho týmu na hřišti. Hezký šampionát.
Děkujeme panu Komárkovi a nyní předávám slovo panu Georgi Gorcovi a I give awards to George Gorcos.
On behalf of all the players, coaching staff, and referees who are here from around the world, we say thank you to Pardubice and the Czech Republic for bringing us here. Let the games begin.
Děkujeme všem hostům za jejich krásná úvodní slova. A nyní prosím, povstaňte, protože Bonifates zaspívají tu nejkrásnější písničku, kterou známe. Please rise for the national anthem of the Czech Republic, played by Bonifates. Thank you. Byli jste skvělí. Vážení fanoušci, vážená tým Sportaráno, pojďme se podívat na zahajovací sestavu Švýcarska. Let's go for starting lineup of Switzerland. Number 25, Stefan Ziegler. Number 2, číslo 2, Alexander Mermout. Číslo 56, number 56, Yannick Miller. Číslo 66, number 66, Mario Paulík. Číslo 87, number 87, Rafael Millinker. A číslo 67, number 67, Ives Stucky.
Well, good evening. Welcome back to Pardubice in the Czech Republic for our game between the home team, Czech Republic, and Switzerland. Just witnessed a terrific opening ceremonies here for the 2017 ISBHF World Championships here at the Tip Sport Arena. Good crowd on hand to take in this game as expected, with the home team playing tonight. Huge arena here in Tip Sport, seats a little over 10,000 people. This should be a very entertaining game of ball hockey this evening between these two teams. Czech Republic looking to do very well here this week as they host the games. They've got a huge crowd behind them here tonight. Just getting the announcement of the starting lineups for the teams here this evening. We will be underway very shortly. Earlier this afternoon, the defending world champion Slovakia defeated the team from India by a score of 3-1. So the defending champs are off to a good start. The home side would like to see their team get off to a good start tonight as well. I'll welcome you from around the world here inside Tip Sport Arena in Pardubice in the Czech Republic. My name is George Scott. Settle in for what should be a very good game here this evening. Czech Republic, the white, the red and blue trim. We are about to get underway. Daniel Nizdil to face off against Raphael Mullinger for Switzerland. Pospisil behind the goal, gets it to Kudela. Kudela up through the middle onto the stick of Pfeiffer. Ball goes down into the corner. On it quickly was Kucek. First pressure to the home side. The Czechs controlling it inside the blue line. They'll cycle it back down low. Kucek down into the corner. He'll leave it there for Kudela. Kudela tried to get it out in front, taken away by Alexander Mermoud. Clear it down the floor, and after all that pressure, the Swiss forced to floor the puck. Again, if you weren't with us earlier, I'll mention it once again that players and officials and even the announcer in the stadium refers to it as icing. The rule book refers to it as flooring, so I like to stick with that. Jan Bili against Alessio Fena in the face-off circle. Ball goes into the corner. On it quickly for the Swiss. Up towards the blue line and cleared in. A couple of swings at it. They can't get it out. Kept in by Kubic. Now once more, the Swiss cleared down. That's going to be waved off as the Czechs will get to it before it gets to the red line. Brought in by Bealey. Ball goes to the boards. On it quickly was Mueller. Didn't get it out. Now it's taken by Dobelli. He played it down in deep. The Swiss will get a change in. Dedic. Here on the near side. Spacek. Back to Dedic. They'll try it on the right side. Getting a stick in the way of that was Yannick Mueller. Shot towards goal. Doesn't get through. Dedic off the boards. Down the floor, racing onto it quickly was Stepanek. Stepanek with a burst of speed. Fed it in front. Spacek just missed it. Stepaniak on it again. Stepaniak. That great run down the right side. Great burst of speed. He's got it again. Off the boards. Tried to feed it back to Stepaniak. Now he's got it. Swiss player knocked down. Ball is kicked free. Spacek is on it. He's knocked down. The Czechs will clear it in. They'll get a line change in now. So the Swiss will regroup. Yannick Mueller with the ball behind his goal. He will leave it there for Thomas Cash. hear the drums pounding here in the arena as the Czechs, famous for their non-stop cheering and chanting through a game of hockey, are started early here this evening. It's going to be a great atmosphere here inside the Tips Court. Here's the replay. Stefaniak in front to Spacek. Just failed to connect. We'll look at it one more time, this time from behind the goal. Just got up in the air a little bit. It's Stefan Sidler in goal for the Swiss. It's put down deep one more time. Again, the Czechs are on it first. Barnasak behind the goal. He gets hit. That looked like a check from up here. I mean, a body check. No call. Heads up as the ball is put out of play. It has been all Czech Republic here early. 3:31 gone in the first period. You see the Swiss. And some of the big crowd on hand here at Chipsport Arena this evening. Absolutely beautiful day in Pardubice. 24, 25 degrees, hardly a cloud in the sky today. I'd still rather be in here watching this. Pospisil clears it in. Ball along the boards, a battle for it down in the corner. It comes loose. The Swiss are on it first. This is Dobelli up through the middle. That's broken up by Kudela. Swiss will clear it in. Back to get it. Pospisil. Jan Pospisil. Over on the right side, finds Kudela. Kudela in over the blue line, throws it towards the goal. There's a crash into the crease. No penalty, just a crease violation as Jan Bieli went right into Swiss goaltender Stefan Sidler. Just bowled over Sidler. Maybe fortunate not to pick up a penalty there. See, it didn't look like he was pushed into Sidler from that angle. Brought in by Kubesh. Shot went wide. Kubesh will leave it behind the goal. Again, the Czechs cycling it, get it out in front. That one off a stick wide. On it first was Rater. Continues on around behind the goal, trying to work it out in front. Had his stick all tied up. Czechs don't like that. Referee is letting them play. Ball is held against the boards. I think the gate came open. So both teams will change. Mueller having words for Jan Bieli as he goes off. Pavel Kubesh heading out for the Czechs. They get a fresh legs out there. Martin Spacek to take the face-off for the Czech Republic. Wins it. Back to Dadic. That ball didn't get through. Kept in. Dadic turns. Fires it. Czechs on it first. In behind the goal. Battling down there. Sukup. This time there's going to be a penalty. Hooking will be the call. Get our first power play of the evening. 5:04 gone in the first period. Ball goes down low. You see number 22, Switzerland, Pascal Kohler, gets his stick right up into the midsection. Lukas Sukup of the Czech Republic, and he'll go for two. So the Czechs will go on the power play. Face-off won by the Swiss. Mueller's going to bring it out. Yannick Mueller, shorthanded, will just clear it into the corner. Mueller's got it again, puts it down low, killing some time. Mueller doing a great job killing this penalty, preventing the Czechs from setting up. Now he'll head to the bench. Great work by Yannick Mueller. Czechs will make a change coming off the bench. Here's Jan Pospisil along with Thomas Kudela. The pass is on the right side to Kruchek. Kruchek out in front. Back towards the blue line, and a great diving play by Mark Mueller. This time we'll clear it out. Pass up at the blue line, gets through right to the goalkeeper, Sidler. He'll play it into the corner. The Czechs are on it first. Back to Kudela. Over on the right side, top of the circle. No shot coming. Here on the near side. Pospisil circling the goal. Back at the point, Kudela. Kudela with the big slap shot, looking for the deflection, doesn't get through, cleared to the corner. On it first, Fefar. Back to Kudela. Isdil. Kudela with a shot, that just went wide, rebound off the end boards. It's touched up by a high stick belonging to one of the Czech players, so the faceoff will come outside the blue line. There's that play off the end boards. Artang Kruchek looking for it, couldn't get the ball to settle. Leg couldn't quite get it to the stick. And shortly after that, it was touched up by a high stick. Czechs win the faceoff. Slap shot comes in, again wide of the target, off the stick of Jan Bili back at the right point. Dretar, shot off a leg, that one off of number 46, Samuel Dapan of the Swiss team. So the faceoff will stay in the Switzerland end of the floor. 6:58 gone in the first period. Just 6 seconds left to go in the penalty. Try and get it to the middle. Ball goes up in the air. Brought down by Jan Bili. Whistle goes. Glove pass. Just the 1 second left to go on the penalty, so penalized player back out on the floor. And as that happens, the Swiss send it down the floor. We'll come back down to our left, back at even strength. It has been all Czech Republic so far. No goals to show, though, for all that effort. Yves Stuckey heading off for the Swiss. Face off to the left of Sidler. That shot again didn't get through. A lot of shots getting blocked. Swiss try and break out. Down the floor, back to pick it up. Vlasic. Mikhail Vlasic. He's got it back again. Head up looking for that long pass. No icing. Bernasuk circling out in front. Save made by Sidler. Second shot went off a leg into the corner. Czech stay on it. Vlasic down low. Vlasic trying to hold off the defender. He does. Great job to get it down behind the goal. They'll bring it out in front. Shot. That one off somebody in front. Over the top of the goal. Finally, the Swiss able to clear the zone. They'll get it down the floor. They got it over center first, so no flooring. Ball goes down into the corner, kick loose, and the Czechs come up with it. Andre looks. Gave it to Slanitz. And making that run down the right side again is Stepniak. In front! Out in front! They score! Set up his second great run down the right side. Radim Stepniak. back out in front, and all alone in front is number 8, Lucas Suku. And he won't get much easier. Great little pass. Stepniak started it, and then made a great little between the legs pass out in front, and it is 1-0 for the Czech Republic. Look at that pass there, eyes in the back of his head from Stepniak as he took that ball off the end boards. The glove pass right off the face-off. So the Czechs finally get rewarded for all their pressure. Sokup. Stepaniak and Spacek pick up the assists on the Sukup goal. It'll be a flooring call against the Czech Republic. One more time. Stepaniak looking for Spacek. He's off to the wide. Stepaniak follows up on it. Gets it out in front, and Sukup, the recipient of that. Swiss win the faceoff, put it towards goal. Didn't get in much past the blue line. That shot was blocked. In along the boards, down into the corner. On it first is Retier. Back again it comes. Tomas Ratter, rather. Down the floor, not touched by anybody. It'll be a flooring call. The drums continue. The music continues. The Czechs continue to cheer. Their team leads it by 1. Well, William Tell overture. Is that for the Swiss? Shot comes in towards goal. Didn't get through to Sidler. On it, though, is Spacek behind the goal. More pressure now by the Czechs. Stepaniak. What a first period he's had as he turned and got a shot away. Got it through. There he is. Looks like he's going one way and it's going to go the other. That shot somehow got through almost down the 5-hole. Sidler able to close the pads just in time. Again, the Swiss win the face-off. The long pass all the way down. Flooring waved off. Battleford down in the corner. Barnasek for the Czechs. Holds off the Swiss player. Or actually, that was Peter Svanda, number 84 for the Czech Republic. They'll take their time and set up. Svanda. Gave it away. Chance here for the Swiss. Blocked. Svanda made up for his mistake by blocking the shot. But a dangerous giveaway. Kudela will take it behind the goal. Svanda goes to the bench and he's holding his left wrist. I think that's where he blocked that shot. Here's a breakaway pass. Shot scores! Jan Pospisil makes it 2-0 for the Czech Republic. A quick strike goal just onside. There's the pass. Pospisil. high, glove much to the delight of the crowd here at the Tip Sport Arena. Very close at the blue line. Once again, the Swiss will just send it down the floor and relieve some of the pressure. They have been under pressure from the opening face-off in this one. The Czechs, urged on by this large crowd that's here, a partisan crowd, have jumped out to a 2-0 lead. One more game in our schedule this evening. That at 8:30 local time, we will have Canada to take on the team from Greece. And again, we will have that one for you on our webcast schedule. All the games here from Tip Sport in Pardubice will be on the webcast. 49 games in all through 10 days. It's going to be a busy 10 days for us here. Jan Bili gets dumped as he was in a little too close to the goalkeeper, according to the Swiss defender at least. It was Mermoud. Gave Bili a little shove, maybe a little bit of frustration. Pospisil. Again, right into Sidler. Pile up in the crease one more time. Sidler's been under pressure. Hate to say, the ball was loose for just a second. Of course, when it's loose, everybody's got a right to go for it. They'll bring it outside the blue line. That'll be offside at the Czech blue line. Face-off will take place just outside the blue line now. .11:21 gone first period. 2-0 Czech Republic. They have controlled most of the play. Back to get it, Alessio Fena. Again, just gets rid of it. Out at center, knocking it down was Raphael Mellinger. Behind the goal, taken by Slanitz. Slanitz has it again. Over on the far side, Tadic. Down the floor, they'll wave off the flooring. Out to play it is Sidler. Around the boards. Checks on it again, trying to get it out in front. Sokup scored that last goal. Sokup got it in around behind the goal. To Spacek. Kept in by Vlasic. Right in front, Stepniak! Why not? Get one of your own. He's been the star here in this first period. Got an assist and now he's got a goal. Very impressive. Radim Stepniak from the high slot. This time shoots it himself. Sidler holds stick side. Stepniak all alone. No chance. He's well out of the goal, out in front of the goal crease. But too much time and space for Stepniak. 3-0 now. Again, the shot doesn't get through. Checks on it first. Swiss player goes down. Pass up ahead. Off the stick. Pre-shoot. And that will be offside at the Swiss blue line. Swiss changing up. Thomas Huber will come on for the Swiss. Jan Pospisil got a goal as well. One of the 3 for the Czech Republic in this game. Pospisil. Pospisil having a look. A couple of Swiss players in forechecking. The pass off the boards. Kruček couldn't get a stick on it. So there'll be a flooring call against the Czech Republic. We're down to a minute 54 to go in the opening period. We play 15-minute periods, 3 15-minute periods. This is a game in the A group, Division 1. Check that, Division 2. There are 2 groups in the World Championships. There's the A group and the B group, and each one is divided into 2 divisions. In this A2 division, along with the Czech Republic and Switzerland, you have the United States, Portugal, and Italy. And in the other A group, Slovakia, Greece, Canada, Finland, and India. And they will play a round robin within their division, and then we'll get into some crossovers and the playoffs. Gets a little complicated as the top teams in the B group get to move up and compete against the A teams once we get past the preliminaries. To give them a chance at a division or A group world championship. Here come the Czechs again. They'll gain the blue line. Shot blocked by Mermud. Ball goes up in the air, punched into the corner. Trying to get to it was Mellinger, taken away by the Czechs, but that's going to be a penalty against the Czech Republic. Heading off is number 50, Pavel Kubesh. He'll sit for 2. Maybe a chance for the Swiss to get a little something before this period's over. Their first power play, 58 seconds to go in the period. Heads up, ball high into the crowd over on the far side. Yeah, souvenir for a young fan on the far side. No. Ball is played up high, hits the giant scoreboard here over center ice at Tipsport. Beautiful facility. It is certainly a professional hockey facility here in Tipsport, and they do play professional ice hockey here as well. The team Dynamo from Pardubice in the Czech Elite League play here. Right now it is ball hockey at its highest level. Feina with it for the Swiss, back at the point, comes back to Feina. Alessio Feina having a look around, he likes to shoot it, that was blocked into the corner. Feina's got it again, Feina's got a bit of room, tried to feed it across, it was blocked, and Spacek clears it down the floor. That group heads off, gets a hand from the fans as the buzzer goes to end the first period, a period completely dominated by the Czech Republic. Still a minute 2 left to go in the power play for the Swiss when we come back to start the second. But after 20 minutes of play here in Pardubice, it's 3-0 for the Czech Republic. You're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Championships from Pardubice. We'll be back in 10 minutes with the second period.
Takže hráčská stránka super, co fanouškovská stránka. Jak se vám hraje? My děkujeme za toto krátké zhodnocení. Vážení fanoušci, toto byl kapitán. Držme mu palce i v dalších utkáních. No a my se pojďme přesunout do zábavy, která bude probíhat na této třetině. A pro ty z vás, kdo máte hlad, běžte si koupit něco dobrého. Za malou chvíli začínáme druhou třetinou zápasu Česká republika versus Švýcarsko. Vedeme 3-0. Je to skvělý. Garanti mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Ministerstvo školství, mládeže a tělovýchovy, agentura Czech Tourism, Pardubický kraj, statutární město Pardubice, generálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká podnikatelská pojišťovna a Finex Technology. Hlavní partneři mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou JTech, KYB Manufacturing, PlayStation, služby města Pardubice, Battery Shop, T6 Power, Quiz, Marvel, AML Holding, Radegas, stavební firma Jičínek, Czech Insurance Agency, Nissan Vážení fanoušci, to, že dnes můžeme fandit na hokejbalovém mistrovství světa v Pardubicích v této úžasné aréně, je malý zázrak, je to skvělé a neobešlo by se to bez zakladatelů českého hokejbalu. Proto prosím o potlesk pro zakladatele hokejbalu, pány Františka Lavičku a Jana Budínského, kteří právě teď přeberou od předsedy Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu pana Martina Komárka ceny památeční medaile jako dík za to, že i díky a zejména díky nim dnes můžeme být v Pardubicích na mistrovství světa hokejbale. Prosím ještě jednou velký potlesk, pánové František Lavička a Jan Budínský. Děkujeme. Děkujeme legendám, děkujeme, že jste založili v České republice tak krásný sport. No a pro ty vás zvídavé, kteří se chcete podívat, jaké bylo statistické summary té první třetiny, pohledte na našich hostů a vyhodnoťte si sami, jak krásně se českým borcům vydařilo první dejství a za malou chvíli začíná to druhé. Pojďme se připravit a pojďme fandit!
Shots on goal in that first period tell a lot of the story. 14-4 in favor of the Czech Republic. They lead it 3-0 after 20 minutes of play. They opened the scoring at the 8:33 mark. Soukup from Stepniak and Spacek. And then at 10:55 it was Pospisil from Slanitz. And at 12:20 Stepniak with a goal from Vlasic. So we're 3-0 after 20 minutes of play. 2 penalties in that period. First one to the Swiss at the 5:04 mark, and the second one at the 14:02 mark to the Czech Republic. Kubes for tripping. That penalty still has 1:02 left to go on it. So the Swiss will start this second period on the power play. The first period dominated by the Czech Republic. Should mention a guy who wasn't very busy in that first period at all was the Czech goalkeeper. There you see him now right on cue. Lucas Hesko. Didn't call his name at all. They say the Swiss had 4 shots on goal. May have been lenient. Much busier down on the other side. Stefan Sidler in goal for the Swiss. All right, just about set to get underway here in the second period. As I mentioned, the Swiss will be on the power play. 1:02 left to go in the penalty to the Czechs. And the Swiss desperately need to get something going. They've been on their heels throughout. They were on their heels throughout the entire first period of this game. And again, a reminder, 8:30 this evening, local time here in Pardubice. We've got a game between Team Canada and Team Greece. Games today and tomorrow all in the men's side of things. The Women's World Championships get started on Saturday. We'll have some of those games for you as well. Those played here at Tipsport. There's another arena, what they call the small hall next door, that some games are being played in as well. We will be covering in our webcast all the games from here at the main arena. Beautiful 10,300 seat Tipsport. In behind the goal, Czechs are on at first. Kudela clears it down the floor. Sidler will leave it there. Mellinger up ahead. Mario Yanni knocked off his stick. Down into the corner. Yanni on it again. Yanni turning. Now he'll set up. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Mellinger, he'll shoot it. Did not get through as it went off his stick, off the boards. The Czechs have it. They'll feed it down the floor a little bit further. That'll do it. Kudus back out onto the floor. We're back at even strength. Mellinger will just walk it out. His pass up ahead. That missed everybody. Went right on goal, though, to Hesko. Finally get to mention him. So that's why there was no flooring. Ball over on the far side. Czechs are on it. Shot towards goal. Save made by Sidler. Getting to the rebound, Jan Beely. Ball cleared around here in the near side. We've got a race for it along the boards. Kept in nicely. Czechs have it again. Rater along the boards and around behind. Fed it down a little bit lower for Beely. Over on the far side, getting to it first is Kubes. Beely works it out in front, top of the circle. Shot off a stick, up and out of play. Face-off will stay in the Switzerland end of the floor. Tomas Rater making his way off the floor for the Czechs. Face out to the right of Sidler. It's loose, finally controlled by the Czechs. Spacek in the corner. Fejna is all over him. Czech player tripped up. Again, the referee says play on. Fans didn't like it. Played back towards the blue line, and the Swiss have it. At least momentarily. Taken away by the Czech Republic. Really no offense at all in this game for Switzerland. Play it back to the point. Nobody there for Switzerland. So the Czechs have it again. Try and throw it out in front. Player goes down. Ball bouncing around in front. Goes in behind the goal. On it quickly is Coomer. Kicks it out towards center. Dobelli played it over. Shot comes in. And Hesko, who hasn't been busy, to handle that one with a little more difficulty than seemed to be required. But understandable, he hasn't had a whole lot to do. There's been a lot of standing around for Lucas Hesko. Czech player waved out of the circle, coming in to take the face-off. Peter Spanda against Coomer, back of the point. That shot, no chance of getting through. That was blocked up high. And on it is Vlasic. Bernasuk. There's a shot comes in, and Hesko had to be quick to make the save there. Swiss now with a little bit of giddy up. They had a couple of chances. Now the Czechs come away. Lux. He has it knocked off his stick. Good play by Ajate. Down the floor. Kudela turning. Kudela. Kudela's got it back now in the corner. She took the return pass from Svanda, who will head off. In over the blue line comes Hisdal in front. They try and bounce it off the goalkeeper, but Sidler drops the stick and picks it up with the blocker hand. Lucas Hesko, who has not been busy, made a couple of saves as of late, and then Sidler, as you see, just picks the ball up. Face-off won by the Czechs out in front. Kudela's shot wide. Ball comes quickly off the end boards. Goalkeepers have to be ready. Swiss cleared, don't get it out. Kept in by the Czechs. Into the corner. Kucek. Bayfire had it knocked off his stick, but again, it doesn't get out. It's got to get out over the red line. Now they do. The Swiss, that is, and clear it down. Relieve a little bit of that pressure. Jan Bukowski dumped it in. Swiss send it back out. Bouncing ball controlled by the Czechs up at center. Trying to get away was Jan Bili. He was hauled down. That's going to be a holding penalty. And again, a absolute no-doubter. See the ball bouncing around. Good job by Kudela to win it. Got it up ahead for Bili. And Bili, you see the tug on the left arm. So the Czechs will go on the power play, already leading it 3-0. Kubesh back at the point, shot, save made by Sidler. Marek Egeter. That shot, good save by Sidler. Jan Bili let it go from the right point. The one-timer, the glove save made by Sidler. One more time, Bealey with the shot. Low shot, offside, but Sidler saw it all the way. Face-off still in the Swiss end. Czechs win it. Back of the point. That shot did not get through. Batted down the floor. The Czechs control it. Knocked off the stick of Dedic. But the Czechs recover. Up ahead, just onside, breaking in Pospisil, or Spacek that was. Stopped by Sidler. Ball batted out of the air. Spacek along the boards. Tried to feed it back to the point. That was picked off by Slonitz, who will clear it down. Again, Czechs on a power play right now. 40 seconds left to go in their man advantage. Lucas Vlasic up ahead. Down into the corner. On it is Svanda. To the point. Vlasic. Shot. That got through. Kicked away by Sidler with a good left pad save. Bernasuk along the half wall. Bernasuk takes it a little closer. Likes not to put it towards the front of the goal. Comes back here to Vlasic. Vlasic shot. Another save made by Sidler. The Swiss come up with it, but they are still under pressure and around behind their goal. Staleli lost it, taken back. Svanda. Penalty's over, but the Czechs continue their relentless pressure. To the side of the goal, shot comes in. Sidler's got it, and he'll hold on. We're down to we got 7:40 gone here in the second period. 3-0. Czech Republic lead Switzerland. Kudela for the Czechs. Kudela will clear it in. Knocked into the corner by Fafar. Back at the point. Able to hold it in. Pospisil. Back shot save. Sidler. Ball goes high in the air. Buehler tried to bat it out of the air. Comes back to him off the boards. Just gets rid of it. Great work by Jan Pospisil to hold it in front, all alone, backhand, put wide by Krušek. More Czech pressure. It is relentless. Looks like a power play, but isn't. Switzerland get it and can do no more with it than clear it down the floor. Was touched by a Czech player on the way down, so no flooring. Off the boards, here they come. Jan Bealey in front. They're going to call it a good goal. It was the Swiss defender who knocked his goalie down, and it was poked in over on the far side. Bit of a strange one. This is Bealey. Out in front, you see the Swiss player had caught up with Pavel Kubeš, who ends up scoring the goal. Let's see if we can see if he was pushed into his goalkeeper, just lost his balance. Not going to see it there. Kubeš on the side just reaches in, pokes it home, a little gimme, and it is 4-0. No chance for the goalkeeper there, as he was completely taken out of the play. He was complaining momentarily that he was bowled over, but the referee said it was your own player and it wasn't pushed into you, so goal stands. Shot from well out. Hesko with the glove save, leaves it for his defense, but Switzerland come up with it in front. Taken away calmly, calmly by Mikhail Slanitz for the Czechs, and they'll get control of it and begin to move it up. They try the quick pass right at the blue line for Stepniak. Even with his speed, couldn't catch up to it. It'll be a flooring call against the Czechs. Just announcing, they are announcing the last goal scorer, Pavel Kubesh. They make a real production of it here. Having a lot of fun here in Tip Sport, the home side. A lot of support here in Pardubice for these World Championships. All over town you see the signs and the banners and the billboards. You see a lot of the players around the city as well. Carnival type atmosphere for these World Championships, but once they get out on the floor, it's all business. And the Czechs are back in business again as they get it down into Swiss territory. High in the air, wide of the goal, knocked down there by the Czechs. Along the boards, and they are winning all the battles. They win this one. Barnasuk behind the goal, just holding off the defender. Barnasuk having a look around. Still has it. Can't get it away from him. Euler's trying to tie him up. Now, Agater came in, but the Czechs maintain possession. It's their ball and they don't want to give it up. Pospisil circling. Pospisil just dancing around down in that corner. Pospisil tried to throw it in front. Came right back to him. Shot from Barnasuk. Went off a leg, up and out of play. Second period, very much like the first, dominated by the Czech Republic. You've got one goal here in this second. Go along with the three they scored in the first. There's Martin Kucek, you just saw. Pospisil lost it. They throw it out in front dangerously. Nice move there by Pascal Kohler from the Swiss to get it out, but brought right back in again. Now running onto it. Dobelli across. Chance here. Save made by Hesko, and that's the Swiss best scoring chance of the game so far. Feina with the great chance. Here's Dobelli. Great pass for Feina. He's one-on-one with Hesko, and maybe if he could have gotten the one-timer away, might have had a chance, but had to kind of regroup a little bit as the ball's a little bit behind him. See it bounce there? That's how Hesko was able to get over and cover that side. Feina just had to hesitate that split second, and that's sometimes all it takes. But certainly the best scoring chance for the Swiss in this game. They'll dump it in. Kubesh. Up ahead. Right at the blue line onside was Jan Beely. He'll leave it back at the point. Long shot came in, a pinball around a little bit. On it, Spakowski. Fans don't like this. Now they may have helped out the referee a little bit. They let the first one go. You hear the fans react. Then on the second one, the fans reacted again. The referee's arm was up. Here we'll take a look at it. And there you see Jan Bukowski is tripped. That's the one they let go. Play continued on. And it's Thomas Retter who tried to bring it out. He was tripped up. So it will be a power play for the Czech Republic. 12:02 gone the second period. 4-0 for the home team. They'll try to add to their lead. Spacek. Back here on the near side. Jan Beely. Kubesh. One-timer. That just missed. Ripped wide by Spacek. Back of the point, shot comes in, deflected wide. Bounces around, Sidler swatted it away, but right to a Czech player. Out in front, they've got it. Great chance, Sidler with a big save. Bukowski is given all kinds of time. They can't get it out. Bukowski's got it again. Down low they go. Beely in front, they score. Beautiful play by the Czech Republic. Around behind the goal, and then a little give and go as the player who was in behind the goal stepped back out in front. And the pass to the far post. Beautifully executed. Let's take a look at it. The player who made that pass from behind the goal, everybody's watching Beely. Out he comes, nobody picks him up, and putting it home, Andre Benedict. A power play goal. See, everybody turns away. The guy who made the pass becomes the most dangerous player on the ice. Everybody forgot about him. So Benedict makes it 5-0. The Czechs looking so good in this game. That pass just missed. So Kubas, he was in behind everybody. He had room on that right side if he was able to control that pass. One more time. Benedict makes the pass. Everybody, including the camera guy, forgets about him. And there he is. Steps out, bangs it home. – 13-11 gone in the second period. Big Czech crowd on hand for this one here in Pardubice, loving it. Hey, when they announce a goal scorer for the home team here, it is a production. If you can pick it up, the public address announcer starts to announce the goal scorer. He gives the first name, the crowd responds. He'll call the first name again, the crowd responds. He'll do that 4 or 5 times before he'll give the full name. Offside. Face-off will come just outside the Swiss blue line. Oh, there they are. They are celebrating, they are partying, and they're having a great time. Yeah, they're trying to get the wave going. They're tossing it over. The shot didn't get through. Thomas Cash played it in for Switzerland, and behind the goal, Lucas Vlasic couldn't control it. Shot from Fena went off a stick and up and out of play. He's had the best scoring chances for Switzerland. There's really only been the one good one. That time he was able to steal the ball in behind the goal and worked it out in front. Shot didn't get through. They're down the floor, racing after it, getting there first. Richard Prechut. It's going to be a penalty. Holding the stick will be the call. Thomas Cash had the stick pulled out of his hands. It will be, I think, Prechut. To be honest, I've got two 87s on my roster, so this will help me figure out who's who. Two 87s on the roster I've got in front of me. No 97. There's a 97 and one 87 on the floor for the Czech. So when we get this penalty announced, it may solve that mystery for me. All right, Andre Lux gets the penalty, which would make the other 87 will switch to a 97, and that is Richard Prechut. So the penalty is Lux. Either way, the Team Switzerland on the power play, trailing it 5-0. It's 19 seconds left to go in the second period. Minute 34 to go in their power play. Ball cleared down the floor. Swiss, not a lot of time, just 10 seconds to go in the period. Making a move, gaining the blue line, but they've got a chance for one shot. High over the top of the goal, it bounces out in front. There goes the buzzer to end the second period. The Czechs add two more in the second. They led it 3-0 after one. They now lead it 5-0. We'll take a 10-minute break and be back with the third period. Let's take a look at Lucas Hesko, goaltender who hasn't been very busy for the Czech Republic in this one. And we'll be back with the third period in just a few moments. You're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships from the Tipsport Arena in Pardubice in the Czech Republic.
Ode dneška, ne, řekni nám ten příběh, proč jsi ztratil ten krásný míček, který můžeš ukázat na kameru, proč jsi to vzal?
Vzal jsem si ho, protože jsem dal první gól za reprezentaci mužů.
Určitě jsi někde v kariéře vysnil, jak ten gól bude vypadat a kde padne. Je to podle tvých představ?
No, myslel jsem si, že to bude rána od modrý do víka, ale to se vyplatí taky, ne?
Já si myslím, že tohle platí taky. Věřím, že ještě na tomto šampionátu se dočkáme týdenní brati do víka. A poslední věc, jeden vzkaz fanoušků.
Děkuju, že vás přišlo tolik a podporujte dál.
Podporujte dál a fandíte dál. Otravenix! Garantují mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Ministerstvo školství, mládeže a tělovýchovy, agentura Czech Turismu, Pardubický kraj, statutární město Pardubice, generální Nissan Autoin. Partnery Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu jsou Sabe, Střída Sport, Berč 53, Fischer Hockey, Stillman, Hayden Sport, CZE a Wimber. Hlavními mediálními partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou Česká televize a Český rozhlas Radiožurnál. Partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou AAA Auto, Štojbly, Léčebné lázně Bohdaneč, Keto Diet, Vodovody kanalizace Pardubice, Explozia, Charlotte TNT Trade, Alukov, Energie AG Bohemia, Markmet, Calypso, ČPP Service, Správa a údržba silnic Pardubického kraje, Napatrax, Comia, EN Stav, Astex Hasper, Elektroservice Modr, Finet Pardubice, Tekam, Mados MT, SAM Litomyšl, Bauxet CZ a Top Centrum. Dodavateli mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou Rozvojový fond Pardubice, ABO, Edera, Konektel, Flejny, Odrážavka, Bitfood, České dráhy, Rosengard, Papakov, Reptile, Bonte Catering, Chargebox, Holfloor, Tiguron, Kohinor, Berser, Finlandia a Friendsen. Regionálními partnery mistrovství světa hokejbalu jsou Aquacentrum Pardubice, Atrium Palác Pardubice, Deep Vision, destinační společnost Východní Čechy, Kulturní centrum Pardubice, Dopravní podnik Pardubice, McDonald's, Dostihový spolek Pardubice, HC Dynamo Pardubice, Letiště Pardubice, Golf Resort Kulická hora a regionální rozvojová agentura Pardubického kraje. Oceňujeme, odměňujeme a zejména děkujeme slavným českým osobnostem spojeným s hokejbalem. Odměnili jsme zakladatele hokejbalu Františka Lavičku a Jana Budínského a nyní je na řadě odměnit také dlouholetého předsedu Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu. Pana Petra Fialu, prosím veliký potlesk také pro něj. A poprosím Martina Komárka, stávajícího předsedu Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu, aby také panu Fialovi předal památeční medaili. Pane Fialo, děkujeme vám. Toto byl dlouholetý předseda Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu, pan Petr Fiala. Jak jsme slíbili v té druhé třetině, tak teďka splníme o přestávce. Mezi naše fanoušky bylo na této krásné tribuně vozeno hnedka trio míčků a já poprosím 3 šťastlivce, kteří mají míček, jenž byl hozen naším maskotem Bendym, doufám, že už si všichni pamatujete jeho jméno, aby přišli sem, vzali si svoje hole, jenom rychlostí tvoje jméno. Martin, Kuba a Lukáš, Martin, Kuba a Lukáš. Je to zvláštní myslet, že se házeli 3 míčky, ale máme tady 4. soutěžícího, nepak vás 4 a jaké je to jméno? Standa. Takže máme tady kvarteto soutěžících, pánové. Hole jsou vaše, začneme hezky ve velikostním pořadí od nejmenšího balonej mezi kruží. Budou vás čekat, pánové, budou vás čekat 3 střelby a kdo z vás nastřílí nejvíce odhodů, ten získává ceny od Hayden Sport. Jo? Zatím 0, pojď! Držíme palce po zemi, nevyšlo to, takže druhý pán v pořadí, vidím to na Lukáše. Vem si svoji hůl napravo či nalevo, připravím ti tady 4 míčky a prosím, ať to hezky odsejpá, teď se dočkáme i té třetí třetiny. Tohle nepočítáme, jdeme na to, Lukáši. Má lepší velice, pokus číslo 2. A pokus číslo 3. bohužel to nevyšlo ani Lukášovi, takže třetí pán na holení, pořádně se zabili holonkem a jdeme na to, pokus číslo 1, kde pak já bych žádal mám jednu radu mixterovku, tak poslední pokus číslo 3. Wow, tak to bylo skutečně obrousek. Takže do čtvrtí se všeho dobrého vědět, teďka to vyjde. Stačí jakýkoliv otvor a jsem vítězem. Tak a ještě jednu střelu rovníme, jestli to bude pouhé vítězství, anebo debakl. Ne, vyšlo to přeci jenom, naštěstí si stihl přijít a pro tebe tady máme krásnou odměnu od Nejluk Sport, kterou právě teďka předá náš asistent. Gratulujeme, ať se krásně nosí a veliký potlesk pro našeho nejlepšího střelce, ale nemenší i pro ostatní účastníky naší soutěže. A my se pojďme podívat na to nejlepší, co přineslo druhé třetinové dějství.
Two more goals for the Czech Republic in that second period. They now lead this game 5-0. Goals in the second period from Benedict, from Bealey at the 13:02 mark. And then at the, Kubesh first, and then Benedict. Kubesh at the 8:59, and then at 13:02 was Benedict. We got a couple of penalties on the board as we start this third period. There was a penalty to the Czech Republic for holding the stick to Andrei Lux towards the end of the period. Then right at the end of the period, Tomas Reiter was penalized. So minute and 15 left to go in the initial penalty to Lux, 2 minutes in the penalty to Reiter. So a two-man advantage for Switzerland, an extended two-man advantage as we start this third. They have had very few scoring chances in this game, have the Swiss. But an opportunity here with a two-man advantage to see if they can get on the board. It has really been all Czech Republic so far. 3 in the first, 2 more in the second. Let's see what the Swiss can do with the power play. Two-man advantage. Alessio Feina will start things off. Feina up ahead, they gain the blue line. He comes back to Feina. Feina, he's going to be the trigger man. To Dobelli, down low, comes back to Dobelli. Dobelli fakes his shot. Feina, he'll let it go. Save made. The ball is still loose right in front of the blue paint. Finally cleared down the floor by the Czechs. Lucas Hesko coming up with a big save to keep it 5-0. Dobelli across. Mueller flips it ahead too far. Hesko's going to come out and dive on that. He was trying to get it to Alessio Feina, but it was out of his reach. Hesko having a chat with his defense. Shot fake back Mueller got a good shot away, and Hesko came up with a good stop. Mueller. Feina back to Mueller. Mueller with a shot off a stick, up and out of play. And the Swiss will make a wholesale change, send out 5 new players on this power play. 15 seconds left to go in the first penalty to Lux of the Czech Republic. Then will just be a one-man advantage for 45 seconds, barring any goals in the meantime and in between time. Jan Beely. Get it up towards the blue line, not out, kept in by the Swiss. They'll throw it around. First penalty's over. Shot comes in. It was deflected. It went off the Swiss player. Adjutor in front. So the faceoff will come outside the blue line. Just a one-man advantage now. 39 seconds left to go in that second penalty. That pass was meant for Mermoud right at the blue line. It missed him, so nothing good happening for Switzerland right now as they'll floor the puck while on the power play. Had a couple of chances with that two-man advantage. A couple of good saves by Lucas Hesko, but not much good happening now. Cleared in around the boards. Over on the far side, getting to it first was Yanni for Switzerland. Still on the power play for another 7 seconds. Down low, Yanni towards the goal, kicked away by Hesko. That'll do it now. The penalty's over. We are back to 5-on-5. And coming away with it, Spacek. Stepaniak back towards the blue line, down the floor. And that'll be a flooring call against Switzerland. 2:20 gone, third period. Lukas Vlasic there for the Czech Republic, and then all his teammates along the bench. Enjoying this one as they lead 5-0. Lux won the faceoff. Back towards the point. Shot came in. Bounced around. Didn't get through to goaltender Sidler. Behind the goal. Controlling it. Verzina. Up along the boards. Out towards center. Vlasic cut his man off. All cleared down the floor. Back to pick it up. Huber. Thomas Huber. Switzerland are changing, so they'll hold it back there for just a moment. That was stolen by the Czech Republic, but just a little extra move at the blue line. Offside is the call, so we'll bring it outside the blue line into the neutral floor area. Cheerleaders are on hand for this opening game involving the Czech Republic. This game also, by the way, being broadcast nationally on Czech TV. They're going to be doing all of the Czech games. As I said, a big deal here in the Czech Republic. Brought in, shot off the glove of Hesko. I say it's a big deal. My friend, who is also president of the Canadian Ball Hockey Association, Steve Power, likes to call ISBHF the real deal. Offside at the blue line. Jan Bili will take the face-off of the Czech Republic against Alessio Fena. Bili won the face-off cleanly. Ball brought out. Dobelli. Played down into the corner on it first. Benedict, he lost it. Switzerland get it out in front. That pass was picked off. Up ahead, getting to it first, Jan Bili. Bili threw it in front. One off the stick of the defenseman into the corner. And the penalty now to Switzerland for tripping. It's going to be Mueller, I believe. Number 22. And that's Kohler, not Mueller. It was Kohler who made the good defensive play a moment ago to intercept that pass. You see Bili. Kohler getting back to break it up, but then as the play continued up the boards, he tripped up Jan Bili. So another power play for the Czech Republic, already leading it 5-0. Shot from Ritter went wide in the slot shot. Rebound. Two big saves by Sidler as he robs Jan Bukowski on the first one. And got the big glove out to catch the second one. There's Bukowski's shot. There's the rebound. And Sidler with an even better save on that one. So Sidler with back-to-back saves. They crank up the noise here inside Tipsport. Tadic. Tadic will clear it in. On it first. Spacek. Spacek for the Czech Republic. Spacek with the ball. Tadic. Slanec. Shot that hit the Czech player in front, and then it's cleared out of play. Couple of good chances for the Czech Republic on that shift, but unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Lucas Vlasic sporting the playoff beard. And Vlasic has the ball now. Svanda. Down and along the boards. Lux. Back to Svanda. Vlasic to Lux. Tried to get it in front. Went off a stick to the far boards. Tipped away. Racing after it is Mark Mueller for the Swiss. Played it in towards the goal. Vlasic. Here on the near side, it'll be picked up by Rashout, and he will head off. Hasn't seen a lot of action in this game. Penalty is now over. We are at even strength. Kruchek out in front. Went through the crease to the other side. Kudella's on it. Stolen away. And the Swiss will bring it out at center. In over the blue line. Mario Yanni with the rush for the Swiss. Yanni's got it again. Yanni out in front. Shot. Big save. That was the best chance for the Swiss. Lucas Hesko, his best save of the game. Now the Swiss with a little bit of pressure. Yanni trying to get it out in front. Finally taken away by Kudella. Down the floor, they're going to wave it off. Both teams will change. As we hit the halfway mark of this third period. Czechs get it in over the blue line, then it's cleared back out by the Swiss. Sidler will come out and almost had it get away from him, but finally covers it up. Well, watch this save here. Yanni with the pass over to Raphael Mellinger, who had that great chance, and Lucas Hesko with a tremendous save. He stacks the pads, the old-fashioned pad stack right there. Denies Mellinger. Czechs in control. Jan Beely. Ball comes back to Beely. Can't get control of it. Switzerland says enough of that. We'll clear it down, and just enough so it won't be called flooring. Ball up along the boards. Race for it there. Beely couldn't get to it. Shot comes in. Stick save made by Hesko. Roethlisberger with the shot on goal. Here they come again. Swiss beginning to break through for some chances. Ball went out of play. Going to move the face-off outside the blue line. .836 gone in the third period. It has been the Czech Republic's game from the opening face-off. They had all the initial pressure. Took them a couple of minutes to get their first goal, but once they did, there's not much the Swiss were able to do. The Swiss probably have had their best chances in the last 3 or 4 minutes. A little bit of pressure, a great scoring chance by Mellinger, a huge save by Hesko. Hesko's actually had to come up with a couple of big saves here in the third. Saw next to no action in the first period. That shot goes in wide. On it first is Dodic. The blue line kept in. And the Swiss working a little harder this period, getting a couple more bounces go their way. Up at the blue line. It's going to be a penalty to Switzerland. Tripping. Grigory Blottler. Is headed to the penalty box. Grigory Blottler. 2 for tripping. Another power play for the Czech Republic. Pena against Enzo. There's a steal, shorthanded chance for Switzerland. Great defensive play by Martin Kujic to break that up. Looked like Mark Mueller might get away shorthanded. Kruchek made the great play. Ball goes out of play down in the corner. Pospisil, the pass across, comes back to Pospisil. One-timer. Hit somebody in front and deflected all the way out of play. Kubic to take the face-off for the Czechs. Referee didn't like the way that face-off was conducted. They're going to wave out the Czech player. Into the corner. On it quickly, Jan Bukowski. Jan Beely has it taken away, and down the floor it goes. Pesco plays it up quickly to Jan Beely. Tomas Redher will dump it in. That's a delayed offside. They've got to regain the blue line, and the Czech player didn't get back out before it was brought back in, so it's going to be an offside. At the Swiss bench, they're arguing that face-off should come back further. Good look at Stefan Sidler. Face-off just outside the blue line. Under 5 to play in this one. Just under a minute to go in the Czech power play. Shoot it in wide of the goal. Look for that rebound off the inboards. Swiss are on it first. Hard around the boards. Czechs pick it up, and they'll set up. Dodic, Slanitz, back to Slanitz. Dodic, one-timer high over the top of the goal. Spacek down low, tried to get it out in front, was looking for Soukup. Weak pass picked off. Swiss will bring it out. Shot just wide of the goal, comes right into the blue. Cleared away at the last second. Just a couple of seconds left to go in the power play. So the Swiss will kill this one off. Penalized players back out. We're back to 5-on-5 now. They head to Vlasic. Vlasic busting through. Vlasic, one hand on the stick, tried to poke it in. Going to be a penalty coming up to the Swiss. It's going to be a slash. You see Vlasic right up through the middle, takes his pass, splits the defense. Nifty little move right there. Now, trouble catching up to it, just got the one hand on it, and there's the slash from Feina. If Vlasic had been able to control that a little bit better, and the ball hadn't gotten quite so far out in front of him, had a better chance. Great move right there, but that's where the ball gets away. He chases after it, can only get the one hand there, and that hand gets slashed. Vlasic goes down. Feina goes to the penalty box. Right in front, Sidler pokes it away. Stolly got to it, but the Czechs are on it first again. Svenda back at the point. Shot. Sidler made the save, then got a blocker on that second shot on the rebound. All out towards the red line and over. Played down a little further by Yanni. Mario Yanni's had a pretty good third period. Now he's going to draw a penalty against the Czech defender. Good work, Mario Yanni. I'll even things up. We'll go 4-on-4 now. Minute 16 left to go in the Swiss penalty. Holding will be the call. You see it behind the goal. So that's Vlasic, who drew the penalty against the Swiss. Now goes in the penalty box himself. Again, 4-on-4. Pospisil. He stopped up, plays it back right to the goalkeeper. Pospisil's got it again. He'll chase it down in the corner. Kudela off the boards, up ahead, looking for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer trying to get around the defense. Watched there by Schlidnick. Glove pass. Fans not happy with the call. Face-off will come outside the blue line. 39 seconds left to go in the Swiss penalty. Again, a reminder, our next game, 8:30 local time. So just 40 minutes from now will be Team Greece and Team Canada. Our first look at Team Canada here at these World Championships. A completely revamped Team Canada, just a handful back from Zug. A lot of new players as Canada finished a disappointing 5th 2 years ago in Switzerland. Under 2 to play now. 5-0. Kept in by Switzerland. That pass back at the point misfired, and all the way back goes Pascal Kohler to get it from Sidler. Kohler up at center. Swiss player knocked down. That was Mueller. Into the middle. Jan Beely couldn't get free. Stuckey has it. The ball will come back to Stuckey over in the far corner. Ringing around the boards. Mellinger couldn't control it. Taken away by Kubitz. Back to Slonitz. Slonitz dumps it down the floor. No flooring. Puck comes off the end board. Sidler covers it up. And it's getting a little chippy out there right now. There's one push. And then down the other end, we saw a little bit of shoving after the whistle. And a little bit of frustration, no doubt, on the Swiss side right now. Stepaniak, haven't seen a lot of him since the Czechs opened up that big lead. He was instrumental in getting that 3-0 lead. They may have been resting him a little bit, but he's out there now, number 13. Played a few shifts. Gadic across. Spacek in front and diving, trying to get a stick on it, was Lucas Sukup. Stepaniak out in front with the great pass shot. Save made by Sidler, robs Martin Spacek. 10 seconds to go in the game. Another shot. Stepaniak doesn't play often in this game, but plays rather well. That's his second goal to go along with an assist. pass across from Svanda. Sepenyek. Boom, back of the goal. And with just 5 seconds left to go, the Czechs run it up to 6-0. Sidler got a piece of it, but couldn't keep it out. So what a game it's been for number 13, Radim Sepenyek. Final buzzer goes, and the final score is 6-0. Czech Republic, the home side, winning in convincing fashion in their first game of these 2017 ISBHF World Championships in front of a big home crowd. And we're expecting this kind of crowd to maybe even grow as the week goes on for this Czech team. They say a lot of support here in Pardubice for the Czech national ball hockey team, and they are off to a great start. Here you see the Swiss really didn't get much going in this game, probably played their best in the third period when they had 2 or 3 decent chances. The Czechs will line up. They'll play the Czech national anthem. We're going to step aside. We'll be back at 8:30. Team Canada will take on Team Greece. Again, you're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Championships from Pardubice in the heart of the Czech Republic. See you in about half an hour from now.
České republiky je kapitán s číslem 50 Pavel Kubek! Best player for Team Czech Republic is player number 50 Pavel Kubek. To jsou nejlepší hráči dnešního zápasu. To jsou dva týmy, který se hraje krásný soubor. A teď si pojďme poslechnout opět krásnou písničku. Dámy a pánové, prosím povstaňte, zazní národní hymna České republiky. Please rise for the national anthem of Czech Republic. Vážení fanoušci, byli jste skvělí. Díky moc, že jste dnes přišli na úvodní české utkání světového šampionátu hokejbalu. Potlesk od hráčů je směřovaný pán a já se budu těšit zase brzy. Nejlépe zítra proti Itálii od 19 hodin na viděnou. A nebo když nepřijdete rovnou sem, tak se určitě potkáme ve fanzóně, kde je tý srandy až. Pro ty z vás, kdo chcete víc informací, navštivte určitě oficiální web www.pardubice2017.com. Vážení fanoušci, díky, že jste přišli, byli jste skvělí a brzy v Pardubicích v Team Sport aréně na shledanou!